Hello everyone, this is Kestrel, and I've got a little bit of a treat for you today. Well, some of you may consider it a treat, others may not. If you're not interested, feel free to close down this video. I will advise, if you would do one thing for me, go and check out Stefan Molyneux's channel. A couple weeks ago, the New York Times printed a very hateful article towards him, accusing him of white supremacy, which he has never been. I'm getting really sick and tired of them throwing that throwing that term in everyone's faces. That title, which 99.9999999% of people they call that are not. So he is actually a realist philosopher. And I actually tried to, I am one of the subscribers to the Daily Wire still. I did tune in on Ben Shapiro's episode where he does read and talk about the article. And even Ben Shapiro was unfair to him, not nearly to the extent, of course, to the New York Times, but Ben Shapiro called him having some borderline white supremacist ideas. Not the case. Stefan Molyneux is a philosopher and empiricist. He follows facts and evidence. So, and we all know that the media, the mainstream media, not only the news channels, but the newspapers, blowing everything out of proportion, false accusations left and right. We, of course, saw what Kyle Kashu's political opponents did to him trying to get into Harvard, and Harvard expelled him even before he had even started. I hope at least Kyle and his family don't have to pay tuition still. I would assume not, but there's no depths to which these leftist institutions won't sink. I don't know what to do for Kyle right now. I did contact him over Twitter, tried to reassure him this is not the first time the media have falsely accused high school and beating college kids of things they did not do, backing them into a corner, nearly ruining their future. If we'll remember what they did to the Covington Catholic High School kids at the conclusion of the March for Life rally that Ben Shapiro did, was the main speaker, if not one of the main, not one of several main speakers. I can't remember if they had just Ben Shapiro or several. I'm assuming several. I was not there, but I did watch it live. So, I mean, what they're doing comes as no surprise, and we just have to keep up the resistance. And so I would like you all to go check out Stefan Molyneux's not only channel, but his website, Freedom in Radio. He is a frequent podcaster on philosophy and has a call-in show where he does help people with their lives. He's similar in some ways to Jordan Peterson, although he doesn't, he's not a professor, he does live. So Jordan Peterson does live lectures. Stefan Molyneux does a couple of those, but he mostly is online. So you do need to go support him online. And he recently uploaded a podcast, a live stream that took place last night that I did take part in. I am Kestrel, and it's where he answers, just anyone's questions. Where he asks, and also go check out his other videos. So continue the resistance against the leftist false accusations, because if we let them get away with it, they'll never stop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is build my new Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I play Dragons and Dinosaurs, and I did just pull the Beatraptor from the Dark Neostorm Special Edition. That I did show you guys on my upload, on my video of opening the Dark Neostorm Special Edition, the 3 booster pack box. I also ordered 2 other Beatraptors from Troll and Toad. So I now have 3 Beatraptors. And so I will let you see the cards as I build this new deck. I did start to get some Dinowrestler monsters. And I have played Jirax before, along with some Blue Eyes splashed into the deck. My 3 Dracvellos. So that's 3 Beatraptors, 3 Dracvellos. I will point the camera down at the desk in just a moment. And so, but my face is going to get cut off. Not decapitated, not doing that. It's just, but my camera is limited. So, here we go. Okay, how is the image there? Okay, it's decent, I think. It's just kind of weird for me to see. Okay, but you guys should be all right. All right. So, my 3 Beatraptors. Oh, there's a train outside. Okay. My 3 Dracvellos. See what else I got for monsters. Effect Veiler. Souleating Oviraptor. Let's see. 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Deep Eyes White Dragon. 2 Dracgallum. Oops, no, that's Gillosaurus. That's 2 Dracgallum and 2 Gillosaurus. So the reason I have 2 Dracgallums and 2 Gillosaurus, well, the Dracgallums go with my Jirac draw engine theme. So Dracgallum is a tuner monster that I believe level 2 tuner monster destroys the monster that destroys it. Yes, so Dracgallum, level 2 fire attribute dinosaur tuner monster. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, destroy the monster that destroyed this card. Your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this effect. And Gillosaurus, you are level 3, not a tuner, dinosaur effect monster. You can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, activate this effect. Your opponent can special summon 1 monster from their graveyard. So, I like to tune Gillosaurus with Dracgallum for Dracvelfito. So Dracvelfito is a level 5 fire attribute Dromaeosaur, a synchro monster. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner dinosaur type monsters. And its attack and defense are equal to the total original attack of the synchro material monsters it used for its synchro summon. So by synchro summoning it, by Dracgallum and Gillosaurus, I get a 2600 attack point Dracvelfito. That's awesome. And I did used to have 3 in my deck. I like to have sets of 3 raptors, but my extra deck is now so cramped for space that I really only have room for 2. I want to have 2 and not just 1 because I want to be able to summon it if I so choose more than once in a duel. So that's why I keep 2. Jirac Giganoto and Jirac Meteor. We'll get to the Dinowrestlers in a bit. Let's see. My spell and trap cards. Oh, I got a Twin Twisters from the Dinosaur Fury structure deck that I bought at the 2017 Gen Con. trade in for Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let's see, we'll get to my traps in a bit. Okay, so I have 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons and King of the Swamp. The reason I have those is I both want to splash a little bit of Blue Eyes and Polymerization to summon Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And to use its ability, I have 2 normal Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons. So the way Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon works is you summon it like you summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the original. At the end of the damage step, if this is the only face-up card you control and this fusion summon card attacked, you can send 1 Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card can attack it again in a row. You can use this effect of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon up to twice per turn. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Blue Eyes monster or monsters you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy this card. This should have been the original Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It would have been so much more versatile. But its ability does let you, during the damage step when you're attacking with it, discard Blue Eyes fusion monsters, whether Blue Eyes Twin Dragon. I do have 1 Blue Eyes Twin Dragon, but that one is in a Kaiba character deck. So that's how you get to attack 3 times with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I do have Blue Eyes Shining Dragons from 2004 from the Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie promotional release. That is also in my room in my collection. And it's very unlikely that I'd be able to summon Blue Eyes Shining Dragon with this deck. Although I do have Deep Eyes White Dragon, which has a more versatile summoning requirement. So, Survival of the Fittest, good trap card for Dinosaur decks. Black Velocity, one of my first and favorite Raptor cards. Super Ancient Dino Beast, and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Now, okay, so I have 3 Dinowrestler Capoeira Raptors. I am starting to experiment with the Dinowrestlers. I have Martial Agna and 1 Capaptera. I have not gotten the Stegosaur or the Triceratops versions yet. I'm still trying to figure this out. So let's reconstruct my deck. We will get to them. Spell cards, 2 World Dino Wrestling, Fissure, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Space-Time Transcendence, Monster Reincarnation, Mystical Space Typhoon. I do have more Mystical Space Typhoons. I don't know whether I'm going to just have 1 or 2 yet. And 2 Fossil Digs, and I do have a 3rd Fossil Dig in my collection if I so choose to have it. Dimensional Prison, Dust Tornado, Fossil Excavation, and one of my favorite trap cards, just because it's related to Birds of Prey, which I love as much as dinosaurs, Windstorm of Itaqua. And this card has actually saved me quite a few times. It doesn't deal damage, but it does switch the opponent's monster into defense, and can certainly save you a turn. I just have a fondness for it. Alright, let's figure out what my new deck structure is going to be. So, and I'll probably have to adjust even after this, but revise. But let's see. We'll get to the extra deck in a minute. Okay. So, if I'm going to incorporate Dinowrestlers and the Beatraptors, I'll keep the 2 World Dino Wrestlings. I do have a terraforming. I'll probably get that out. We'll see. Let's see. I think I do have a Dragon's Mirror too. I might have to order another one. But let's just make the first version of the new deck right now. 2 Fossil Digs, obviously. Clearly I'm playing dinosaurs. Space-Time Transcendence. Okay, this is a spell card for Dinosaur Decks. Banish 2 or more dinosaur monsters from your graveyard. Special summon 1 dinosaur monster from your hand or graveyard, whose level equals the total levels of those banished monsters, but it cannot attack this turn. Oh, okay. Again. I'll keep Twin Twisters. I do want to keep Monster Reborn and Reincarnation. I need Recursion. Keep Polymerization for now. Mystical Space Typhoon. Dust Tornado. Windstorm Abitaqua. I like to be slightly wind themed as well. Wind is my favorite element, but there just aren't a lot of wind dinosaurs. So I have to choose wind creatures or dinosaurs. I go with dinosaurs. Survival of the Fittest. Fossil Excavation. And Dimensional Prison. I will keep those traps for now. Those are pretty good traps. Okay. So where to start off? Well, let's see. Definitely want to keep my Dracvelos. They summon more Dracs when they are destroyed. Very good. I definitely want to keep my Gilosaurus and Drac Gallum. My Drac Malfitos. That's Giganoto. Here's Malfito and Giganoto. Oh, my Beatraptors. Lots of raptors. Beatraptor. Level 4, Earth Attribute, Dinosaur type monster. Negate the effects of monsters in the extra monster zones while this card is in the main monster zone. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 Beatraptor from your deck. You can only use this effect of Beatraptor once per turn. So it is an anti-link monster as well as really an anti-extra monster zone monster. And they summon more Beatraptors when they're destroyed, very similar to Dracvelo. There's 10 dinosaurs there. Souleating Oviraptor, yeah. Oh, I think I have one more Souleating Oviraptor. I will get it in a bit. Let's have 3 Dinowrestler Capoeira Raptors. So I know I have a second Souleating Oviraptor. I will add that. That will be 15 dinosaurs. I'm still kind of thinking in the terms of the 1-to-1 monster to spell to trap card ratio. That's really not how the best decks go anymore, because monsters are so potent and have so many abilities on their own. You really don't need as many spell and trap cards, but some are good. Let's see how we have 5 and 15. Trade-in or polymerization. Let's add Black Velocity. Let's keep I want to keep kind of experimenting with keeping splashed blue eyes in here. So I will keep these for now. Summoning my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Oh, Superconductor. Oh no, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Awesome creature. Super Ancient Dino Beast. You contribute summon this card in face-up attack position by attributing 1 dinosaur-type monster. I have plenty of dinosaurs. When a dinosaur-type monster is special summoned from your graveyard, you can draw 1 card. Now, most of my dinosaurs special summon each other from the deck, not the graveyard. I'll have to play around with that a bit more. So I'll put this off to the side for now. I do have another Blue Eyes. I could have King of the Swamps, or I could have a third Blue Eyes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Kind of mixed on those because I don't really fuse a lot, so maybe the Blue Eyes. Maybe if I have any? I don't really have any more level 8 monsters but the Blue Eyes. So is more than 1 trade-in worth it? I'll keep trying this out. Add these. Let's see. Deep Eyes. Should I add Effect Failure? I'll keep Fissure in there. And I will make revisions. Fissure or Dark Hole? Let's see what I have right now. I can have both. I add my second Souleating Oviraptor. It's 15. Already, if I have King of the Swamp plus 2 Blue Eyes, plus Deep Eyes, plus Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, that's 20 monsters. Dinowrestler Marshal Anga. During damage calculation, when your Dinowrestler monster battles a monster with an equal or higher attack, this is a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to your graveyard. Your battling monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. Also end the battle phase after the damage step. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in their graveyard because it was sent there to activate this effect this turn, and your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card. So this can special summon itself from the graveyard, given those conditions. Only works for, let's see, only protects Dinowrestler monsters, so I don't have a huge amount. Though I do have extra deck Dinowrestler monsters. Here's Dinowrestler Capoptera. I did this. I think I want to get one more Marshal Anga. Capoptera. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Dinowrestler Capoptera once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon of a Dinowrestler monster, you can activate this effect. The link monster that used this card as material gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. I think I would rather have another Anga than have Capoptera. So I'll have to get another one of those. If I keep... I don't really need Black Velocity. But I will tell you this. When I battled the duelist with the Cyber Dragon deck, Black Velocity did help me get rid of a couple of important monsters, so it's still been useful. I can have 23 monsters. I'm about to have 17 spells and traps. So that would come to 40. That's doable. All I need to retrieve is one more Marshal Anga, which I'll have to buy because I don't have another one right now, and retrieve my other Souleating Oviraptor. I think I've got an idea. So I'm going to remove these for now, and I think we are zeroing in on a plan here. Okay, so I think I figured out my monsters for now, at least until I give it a try against a live opponent. So, all right. I might be seeing my younger brother tomorrow. Maybe he and I can duel. Maybe we can test out some strategies. I'll have to see. Still don't know how it's going to go, how trying to see him is going to go yet. But. All right. And now I will show you my entire extra deck. I used to have Granosaurus. I used to have two of those, but I've recently phased them out upon adding the Dinowrestler extra deck monsters. So, first the Drax. Two Drac Velveto. One Drac Giganoto. Drac Meteor, 2 original Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Dinowrestler Terra Parcario, 2 Dinowrestler King T-Rexel, 1 Dinowrestler Chimera T-Rexel, Dinowrecker Giga Spinosavate, I try Silver Dragon. Oh, I'm missing tuner monsters, am I? Aren't I? I'll deal with that later. Blackwing Dragon, just because I have a fondness for it. And when my 5 siblings and I would all have decks, we haven't all dueled in a while yet, but we would each have one of the 5D Steiner Dragons. I had Blackwing Dragon. I also recently got the new Stardust Dragon. World Chalice Guard Dragon Armalduke. This is combined by merging Link monsters. I do have these if I choose to add them, and I also have Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, which I used to have in my main deck. Now, I'll have to figure out the side deck later. So let's see, is that enough in the extra deck? I'll have to find another dark blue sleeve for this, but let's see. 3, 5, 10. Oh, that's one too many. I should probably take Blackwing Dragon out because it's technically a lot less useful than Stardust Dragon. I can put it in kind of a nostalgia deck. There is my new deck for now. I'll just have to add that second Souleating Oviraptor and Dinowrestler Anga. I'm going to get Anga and Anga mixed up a lot, aren't I? Oh well. And I'll have to figure out tuners in the side deck as well. There we go. There is the start of Kestrel's new Dinosaur Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Again, it will need some revision, but start. Well, so if that was interesting, I hope you kind of enjoyed it, me going through my deck. I will need a few more cards. I'll have to take a look at what else I want. I'll have to play with my one brother and sister who do still play. In the meantime, I will see you later.